Alright, Super 93.5 Red FM. Jman मेरा नाम, मेरे साथ Sini Shetty हैं, and she's going to represent India in the Miss World Pageant 2024. How excited are you?
I am super excited. The fact that Miss World is happening in India after 28 years, not only that I get to represent India at Miss World, I also get to be the host delegate.
Wow.
So it's super special, super exciting. All the girls are coming down to India
Right.
and they're coming for the first time. Most of them are coming for the first time. And I'm super excited to show what Mumbai, what Delhi, what India is.
Well, यहाँ तक पहुँचने के लिए एक सफर तय किया आपने. So tell me more about this journey.
You know, I used to discuss this with a lot of people, and we have come with a term saying that I am an experimental tourist. So I started my journey with accountancy. I have pursued bachelor's in accounts and finance, and I'm currently pursuing CFA, that is Certified Financial Analysis. And along with that, I also wanted to explore marketing as a field, which led me to join a youth marketing firm in 2020.
Right.
During the time of COVID. And the dance was something that happened parallelly.
That's Bharatanatyam. I'll come to that.
Just giving you an overview.
Yeah.
So dance was happening parallelly, but at the same time, I always felt that there was a lot more purpose to my life.
Right.
I'm restricting myself within boundaries of my goals, my ambitions. I didn't know how to grow beyond myself and my certain vision.
Right.
So I think the vision came to picture because of Miss India. I never knew of this platform as such because I think सबका यही point of view है कि Miss India है, Miss World है, Miss Universe है, ये सारे beauty pageants होते हैं, beauty contest होते हैं.
Right.
Nobody knows the meaning behind it. And when I really learnt about it, pageantry was love at first sight. Because so many more opportunities, so much more exposure. It's not just about grooming yourself, wearing high heels and walking down the ramp, but actually doing the work.
Correct.
And exploring yourself also as a personality. Because representation is not a joke. Representation of India, something that is so diverse, 1.4 billion people, such a populous country altogether. So I think that has been damn special.
Wow.
And now I'm excited for the journey to Miss World.
Wow. So, जैसे आपने डांस की बात की because आपका अरंगेट्रम भी हो चुका है.
Correct.
And भरतनाट्यम. So, मेरे को ये बताइए कि how is भरतनाट्यम shaped your personality?
Well, when I talk about dance, dance is my happy place, happy space, something that keeps me centered, something that keeps me aligned. I know that I have a tough day at work, I have a tough day at a shoot. I know for sure that I'm going to lock myself in the room, play my favorite tunes, and let me make it clear, I'm a Bollywood baby.
Yeah.
So all Bollywood songs on loop, and I dance my heart out, and that's therapy for me.
Correct.
So that is how dance has been. It's not just movement for me. It's not just a way of advancing myself in a particular art form or a category. But I feel that it's communication for me.
Correct.
You must feel that after a heartbreak, I'm sure you're listening to sad songs.
I make songs.
Oh, see, lovely. I can listen to your songs now. I can dance on your songs now. So it is a way of expression for me, a way of communication for me.
Right.
It has shaped me in the best way possible, taught me so many lessons. Sharing a story with you, you know, the usual days of Bharatanatyam, they just make you do up and down. They make you sit down entirely, stand up, sit down entirely. And it's tiring because you just want to dance on tunes and learn new different dance styles.
Absolutely.
Again, being a Bollywood baby, I want to move like Sridevi and Madhuri. Come on, I don't want to do this. And for one good month, I kept doing that. And then me being a kid who wants logic in everything, I went ahead and I asked her that why am I doing this for no reason? Is it to make my thighs stronger so that I get immune to the fact that, I can do as much sit-ups as I can or my thighs get really strong? And she just gave me one sentence which gave so much meaning to life. She's like, I'm putting you in an uncomfortable situation where routine makes you comfortable. There's so much to learn.
Right.
I mean, as a kid, you don't find logic, you just do it.
Right.
And when you learn through that process, that shapes your life in different ways.
Because I'm learning something called Konukol. You definitely.
Oh.
So it is basically that I'm learning it for beatboxing. So you know the
Correct.
mixture
Yeah,
of
of
that.
course.
So then that's how I got to know that there were Bharatanatyam dancers who learned Konukol for
Understanding
music better.
musicality of it. Correct.
And now I am feeling that I should probably learn something, because then there is something else.
Advancement in everything.
Right.
And also, I am a fan of beatboxing.
Right.
I have a lot of friends, so huge respect.
it is there. But भरतनाट्यम के अलावा कुछ और आपने सीखने की कोशिश की? Obviously this is the base, bro.
Correct,
Because
fair
we are
enough. Yeah,
Indians. And हमारे पास योगा है, हमारे पास भरतनाट्यम है, हमारे पास
Exactly.
कुचिपुड़ी है, हमारे पास कथकली है, हमारे पास सब कुछ है.
Along the way, I did my training with a lot of people like Shamak, there was Terence, and a lot of other institutions as well. So I have learned the art, because I'm a Bollywood baby. Like I said, I've learned Bollywood, I've learned semi-classical. There has been a good time when I was doing hip-hop, Q-pop, and a lot of other styles as well. So I am mostly an amalgamation of all the styles that I've learned, and that's how I try and apply it in my dancing routine.
Correct. Let's get back to your roots, because आपकी नानी जी एक freedom fighter रही हैं, and आपके दादाजी एक royal family के prince रहे हैं. So normally यार अगर मेरी नानी जी ऐसी होती तो मैं तो full चौड़ में रहता. ये नवाब हैं हम, things like that. So but आपकी personality में इतना सब कुछ होने के बाद भी आप अपने आप को grounded कैसे रखती हैं?
I've led a very contemporary life because I belong to a contemporary family, and my parents have had that struggle. Our roots do belong to some strong ideologies, like you mentioned. My maternal grandfamily belongs to the royal palace of Karanjaru, while at the same time my paternal side of the family belongs to the line of freedom fighters. So I have had that quality. I have those memories, your stories. You go back to your native and you're sitting with your grandmother and your grandfather. They're telling you stories that, oh, back in the day we did this, back in the day we did that. So a lot of stories have come from that.
Right.
But I've led a very contemporary life because my parents hail from a small town in Mangalore. And after they got married, they shifted to Mumbai. They had nothing in their hand. I've seen hard work, I've seen struggle, I've seen determination.
Right.
I've seen, having a kind heart, believing in God, saying that, God has been kind till now. And again, God will be kind.
Absolutely.
Manifestation, a lot of manifestation in their life. And they are where they are right now. They're doing really well for themselves. They've given us a very satisfactory life, a lot of ails and aids to go ahead and do better in life, a lot of support. So there's nothing, like it is a prestige, of course, but nothing that could moderate the way of living and the way we have conducted our life.
Competition जब world level पे होता है ना, और हम हमारे country को represent कर रहे हैं, तो obviously pressure feel हो रहा है आपको?
बिल्कुल नहीं. Right from Miss India, because Miss India was a new experience for me altogether. Like I said, I lived 2 different lives in the same year. 2022, I won Miss India, and I was living a normal corporate girl life. With my education and
it's like Batman, bro.
Oof.
Bruce Wayne.
Good analogy. Yeah, of course.
Bruce Wayne, yeah.
So I'm a Batman. I like that. I live with that pride. But yeah, the second part of my life was very different. It was a new experience. I was grateful for that journey. I knew that I had a lot to learn. So when I came to Miss India, I still didn't feel the pressure, but I knew that I had to learn a lot and move ahead. And those 40 days of training and grooming, there was no pressure needed. There was just 2 things needed. One is observation and determination.
Right.
That's how you move ahead in life.
Right.
I think this time I have 3 things: excitement, determination,
and
observation.
Wow.
I know for a fact that 120 girls from across the globe are going to come here, and they are coming to India.
Right.
Maybe it's just living up to the old Indian saying Atiti Devo Bhava.
Absolutely.
Because India, again, being a diverse country, every 2 kilometers it feels like you have entered a new nation.
Right.
Because of our dialect, because of our food. Oh my God, I cannot wait for them to come. And mera bhi cheat day ho jayega saath mein.
So how many cheat days do you have in a week? Like in a month, sorry.
I'm a foodie.
Right.
I love food. But at the same time, I also understand that health is important.
Yeah.
I do not believe in crazy diets.
So there is no gut buds in your...
Oh, you have hit my Mangalorean spot. Oh my God.
I have enjoyed Gadbad. It's just like, kya kar raha hai?
It's
Gadbad
crazy,
khane
Gadbad.
chalte hain. Yeah,
I
go.
know. So, but okay, I'm going to give you a tip to you guys. If you want to have the best Gadbad, go to Dinah Hotel in Udupi. Anytime you visit Mangalore,
Right.
you will have the best Gadbad there, and pub bars as well. But yeah, talking about my diet, I do believe that eating in moderation and eating healthy is very important. But I do not believe in crazy diets. I know that youth today have unrealistic goals when it comes to
Did you
body.
try any GM diet or a ketone
Nothing
diet?
at all. Never in my life.
Home food?
Home food. I've always believed that ghar ka khana is your soul food, something that will keep your mind, body, soul healthy and happy. Also, that your body is a system. It is used to a system. The 20 years the years that I've lived, I have eaten a certain food type, and I would want to continue that. I do not want to disrupt my balance. But at the same time, if you're eating unhealthy, change it. Come to that healthier zone. Exercise regularly, eat in moderation. I'm sure you're going to have a good life. Keep the gut happy.
CFA is a very tough professional course.
I agree.
बहुत सारे लोग पढ़ाई करते हैं रात भर जग के, and then पढ़ाई, competition. How did you manage both?
Like I said, there was a sudden switch in my life. I was keeping all my cards on my table. Well, I knew that I had to have a bachelor's degree in hand, and I still want a professional degree in my hand. I'm still pursuing it. Right now, I've taken a gap. So that, yeah, exactly. So I just wanted a gap so that I could understand that this journey of my life, this direction, is really important at this point. I know that I'm going to move ahead in a better way, in a better direction. There were challenges, of course, not only from my side, from my switch, but also convincing my parents at the same time.
Right.
So there were a lot of challenges there. It was not just balancing my willingness to balance both, but a lot of other factors as well. But if you have the determination and you know that you're setting your priorities right, everything will fall into place.
इन सारी मतलब इसमें से now it's on a world level. आप लोगों को क्या message देना चाहते हो? You know, I'm not asking you to give your final speech,
Of course.
but it's like a message that you really want to give, and it has to come from here.
You know, being a person who belongs to the Generation Z, I know there's a lot of pressure to prove yourself early, to just build a mark. And there's a lot of pressure that is built by social media as well. Because, nobody shows the sad part of their life.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to show the vulnerable side. As a perspective on social media, when I see someone else doing well and life is not working out in my favor, I know it is you're bound to feel sad. You're bound to have to lower your expectations, lower the perception about you. But just a reminder that life will work out in your way. If you have a kind heart, if you have the determination, if you have set goals in mind, and if you just manifest good things in your life without hurting anyone else and hurting yourself and just building your ambition.
Right.
I know it's easier said than done. I know that for sure. But trust me, keeping that grit in life, knowing that, everything will work out in my favor because I'm a kind person and everything in my life has to go in a certain way, I'm sure you'll do well.
Beauty with a purpose, आशाएं. इसके बारे में मैं और थोड़ा जानना चाहता हूँ.
I'll give you an overview of what Beauty with a Purpose project is.
Right.
Like you all know, I will be a part of a prestigious pageant called Miss World.
Right.
It is one of the oldest and the largest pageants in the history of pageants. And they have a very beautiful initiative called Beauty with a Purpose, where every girl, every contestant from her country gets a Beauty with a Purpose project, which buckets under a socially relevant issue in her country.
Wow.
Now imagine we come all under one roof on one platform. We all discuss those social issues.
Right.
We share opinions. We get to know about what the world is going through and what are the real issues from the real people there. And we all discuss about that.
Right.
And we all also contribute in that in certain way.
Right.
I think it is a beautiful initiative which has changed aspects, taken our recourse towards perfection. And I'm grateful that I get to be a part of it.
Wow.
And now that I talk about my project, it's called Ashai, which means ray of hope.
Wow.
Let me take you back to the day when you were in your school and you were pursuing education. I'm sure everyone could relate with it. There was a chase to complete the syllabus.
Yeah.
More than understanding what personality is, what could I do how could I inculcate this in my personality or in my practical life. It was just like my syllabus khatam karunga aur main ghar aa jaungi.
Right.
That was your goal.
Right.
But when you enter a professional setup, that's when you understand what personality development is, what public speaking is, what soft skills is. And also when you research across kids in India, which I did for the longest time, I realized that a lot of kids are getting enrolled in government-aided schools, in private schools, but the conversion rate for employment is really less. And there has to be a reason. The gap between education and employment is public speaking, personality development, spoken English, soft skills. And that became the purpose and vision of my life.
Wow. That is
And
basically connecting
exactly,
two
2
points.
points where you know that education and employment are important, but what is that gap, void?
Right.
And that became the vision and purpose.
Wow.
And I have been lucky enough to collaborate with Teach India. It's a Times initiative which addresses knowledge and prepares young adults for job and employment.
Wow.
I've also partnered with NGOs like SPID, Sarthi Sahel, Parivartanshil Sanstha, and a lot more. In the course of 9 months, we have been able to cater to 13 batches with 30 students each. And I hope that in months coming, we keep increasing.
Right.
I'm grateful for the organization, Miss India organization, Teach India, Beauty with a Purpose, Miss World, because I couldn't do this without them.
Absolutely.
When I look back at Sini from 3 years ago, I'm sure she would have wanted to do this. I'm sure with all her heart, all her honesty, all her humility, she would have wanted to do this. But today I'm here able to do this because of that platform.
That's like a very nice way to like peg it. It's very sweet.
Thank
Well,
you.
I want to know more about you. How were you as a child, and were you a very mastikhor or very studious, or any moments that you really remember?
I was a combination. I was a hooligan,
Oh,
but
wow.
at the same time, I knew where I had to put my focus on.
Right.
I used to love exploring myself, not only in academics, but also in extracurricular activities. Uh, like I used to be the one. My family is really calm, quiet. As Shettys are not known to be calm and quiet, but yeah, my parents are those introvert kind of people. My brother is the biggest introvert you'll ever meet, and I was the only hooligan who used to run around the house, scream every time. So I still remember my mom used to say that this girl, I don't know what she'll do, but she'll do something in life. So always been ambitious. Whenever my mom says that, oh, you're flying too much, and I'm like, I know my limit. I know I'll get there. Manifestation has always been a part of my journey.
Right.
So yeah, been a funny kid, been someone who is over the top, someone who is always wishing for more, but at the same time knows what her roots are, where she comes from.
Right.
Been a combination of all of that.
What kind of music do you listen to?
Bollywood, baby.
All
You
right.
can say any lyrics, any hook step, I could perform it, I could sing it.
Wow. So this calls for a contest then.
I agree.
Take me through the whole thing. What will exactly happen at the Miss World pageant? What exactly happens?
A lot of prep comes along when it comes to your communication, your voice modulation, the way you present yourself, your styling, your makeup, your hair, your personality as well. Because I'm sure I'm still the same Sini. Like I said, I have all those combination of qualities, but this is a journey to better yourself. You meet so many people, you learn across. Like I said, observing is such an important part.
Right.
And in the course of 2 years, I have been an observer, a diligent observer, who has just tried to better herself by being her true authentic self at the same time.
Yeah.
I always believe that it's very difficult sometimes to act like someone else, but when you be your true self at the best way possible, I think that's the catch.
Yeah.
That's how you are unique, and that's how you're fresh.
Yeah.
So that has been my prep, and now I'll be heading to the Miss World journey in the next 10 days.
So,
Super excited about it. Girls are going to come from 120
do
countries.
you have any friends like?
We are already a group, by the way. We've
Wow.
already made a Miss World group where all of us chat. We have questions, like a lot of girls have, questions about how India is. Is it warm? Is it humid?
Right.
Is it cold? What are the food? Should we get some medicines?
Right.
What are the spices? So there are a lot of questions that these girls have. Like a simple question. Yesterday we had a 3-hour chat about what adapter should they get.
Oh, that should be the universal adapter.
Exactly. So we are all, all already tight. Girls are super sweet.
So so I'll tell you this. What normally when it comes to a pageant, right? A lot of people either they have watched Miss Congeniality or not, but it's a movie.
Correct,
But,
fair
you
enough.
have to go through different things. So there is a point where everybody's sweet, but as the competition gets closer and closer, you also start getting competitive.
Well, I think I have been lucky maybe because I have been lucky for sure, because back then when I was in Miss India, we all had become sisters. I think we all had become friends. We were playing pranks on each other. We were just running around having fun. We were enjoying the journey. But when it was a day of competition, there was no there was no bad blood. I think we all wished each other luck. We were all happy.
That's good.
Because at the end of the day, it's how you shine. Every girl that gets selected today, all the girls who are coming, they're the best in their country. So there's no, there's no measure.
Right.
The competition comes, but at a healthy space where you have to do your best.
Right.
I know that day, I know for sure I'm going to perform my best. All, like, everything that I have to showcase that night is the night that I will shine my brightest.
Because you've been prepping for almost 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. I will shine my brightest.
Wow.
I will not vouch for the fact that I'm the most intelligent girl, I am the most prettiest out of the lot, or I am the most girl with the biggest purpose that has come. Everyone has come with the same intention.
Right.
Everyone has come with the same values, with the same aspiration. But there, you have to be your best. And that's what makes you win at the end of the day.
Right. So what is your Brahmastra?
I think...
It's okay. You can not say it. I understand. There should be an ace up your sleeve, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you have one?
I do have one. I wouldn't want to disclose all my cards.
Absolutely.
But I would say one word: personality, about being a kind human.
So you have an ace up your sleeve. I wish you all the very best. And please make all of us proud. We'll be vouching for you.
Thank you so much.
You were amazing.
Thank you so much.
Just celebratory. If I'm sure that you will win it. After that, please have gadbad.
Of course I will.
And if you come
That's
back
the
again,
first thing.
we'll get gadbad for
I
you.
know the two things that I'm gonna have. That is Mangalorean chicken curry,
Right.
neer dosa, and gadbad.
Wow.
For sure. Kori roti.
Suka chicken and
Suka
kori
chicken
roti.
and kori roti.
Wow, man. Yeah. So basically, this question was asked to Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, 1994. What qualities should Miss World 2024 embody?
I wouldn't want to give out my answer right now because I want to save it for later. But I would want to answer the question that the quality that is important for being a Miss World is that she has a purpose that is not limiting to herself but to the world. A purpose and quality that embodies humility, kindness, a quality that embodies vision not only for herself but for the world, placing the organization and herself at a level where everyone knows that they are not alone. We are with them.